MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome back to the Big Small Business Show. In studio with us today, we've got Dr. Nkosi Kumalo. He is the GM, General Manager of Small Medium Business Segment at MTN Business. And we've been talking about trends and all the power that technology is bringing to small business in South Africa and across the continent, I believe. But this is an auspicious time because MTN is 30 years old now.
Yeah.
And that's a long time to be part of the ecosystem, South African ecosystem. Talk to us about some of the milestones over the last 30 years for MTN.
Yeah. The story of MTN is really quite close to my heart, right? Because if you think about it, I think it was in 1994, 30 years ago. This was the time when South Africa got into a new dispensation where everybody has got a right? And one of those rights is the freedom of speech. And how coincidental was it that MTN is actually providing communication capability where a basic physiological need, the need to speak, you are now able to have a tool where you are able to talk to people even if you are alone, anywhere. It's a powerful, really, intervention, I think, that we brought in during that time. Mm-hmm. People are now able to exercise their freedom, whether it's through voice, whether it's through social media, enabled by internet capability, enabled by our investment in the infrastructure from South Africa across the global south. Now, this is really, for me, quite close to my heart because I was born pre-1994. And I know how challenged we were as a nation in terms of just, traversing all these challenges. So with MTN coming to the fore, I think it has really helped accelerate this country forward a lot. But maybe talking about it from a business point of view, when MTN conceptualized this at the business case level, and I was just listening to my leadership saying, at that time, they actually had thought that the opportunity for MTN is probably about 300,000 subscribers in 5 years, that was the business case. Fast forward, 5 years later, they're sitting with 2 million subscribers in South Africa only. And this is quite relevant, especially around the work that I do now, because SME is the work that I'm responsible for. And MTN was once an SME.
Yes.
Right? It was an SME. It grew towards this conglomerate that it is. 30 years later, we have got over 39 million subscribers in South Africa. 21.6 million of those are active data users today. We have got a leading, network. We have accelerated past our competitors. So I think, over 30 years, this organization has really, really impacted socially or socio-economically, has impacted the lives of the South Africans in a good way.
Dr. Kumalo, we've got 2 minutes left. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you this question, and I know it's unfair in 2 minutes. But the next thing is AI. And AI to become, also, this is the mechanism to get AI democratized, right? So that you don't have big business, hoarding this power.
Absolutely.
In 2 minutes or less, your exam question, what's MTN thinking about AI for the SME segment?
Yeah, we are applying our minds a lot. For an example, if you look at, the solutions that we are offering today, we are building a data business within our organization. I cannot say a lot now because it's still under wraps, but in essence, we are trying to leverage the power of data to make sure that we provide solutions with precision to small, medium businesses across different sectors. The sectors that we play in, I'll just give a simple example. In the public sector, We have got, small businesses that are operating in the healthcare space, in the, energy space, etc. But I'll just give a simple example. By means of being able to access connectivity, access devices, and access to data, we are leveraging partnerships with those that have the development capability in being able to provide solutions leveraging on the power of AI. So I'm having conversations with a lot of partners who are bringing these solutions to us to say, look, there's an opportunity to address challenges of the communities and the businesses. For an example, there's a small business that we're talking to, and this business is involved in, from a healthcare point of view, where they've got the ability to actually detect, illness of a person using the iris picture. So when you take a picture of your eye, the iris data is able to tell you almost 21 different illnesses that you actually could be having. And the other way in which you can actually detect those illnesses is through blood extraction and taking it to Lancet. But the power of the device, the camera, the processing capability of the device, leveraging on AI, is able to give you this type of capability. Now, this small business, and I mean, it's a doctor friend who I met in the industry who we're trying to do some work with, is now going to the different pharmacies and is able to actually offer this static device where you actually can go into a pharmacy, look into this camera, and you are able to get detected whether you've got an eye problem, whether you've got hypertension, and you get treatment right there. This is really about precision solution provision. And MTN is baked into this solution. And these are the conversations that we are having. I'm really excited about the power of AI.
We're going to have to leave it there. I can speak to you all day,
Absolutely.
Doctor. But we've run out of time. I hope you've enjoyed today's conversation as much as I have. That was Dr. Nkosi Kumalo, GM of Small Medium Business Segment at MTN Business. And as always, if you think it, write it down and make it a reality.
The Big Small Business Show, proudly sponsored by MTN Business.